And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 10 too soft.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. 31 yards there and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, Orbit.
36 to Mike. And we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Mike, 36. Live, 36.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Let's go. 8, read. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. 15 on it. 15
They'll run on first down. Gibson able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Alert 3, alert 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Come on, Sack. Come on, got the flag.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Come on,
The Lions
let's
take
go.
over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Ready?
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ready up.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Hey, do.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Complete to number 87. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Ready, set.
6.
6-6. Pull it high.
Switch up, switch up.
Smooth.
36 to Mike. Bring it. Bring it. Mike, 36.
Hit it.
36.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check. No. Switch.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Open man here, Sims complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a give, right side. It's Gibson, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. That's how I feel.
This time Jackson will throw it. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Sims. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Come on, set. With the flag. Choose it. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Check three. Switch.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll look to throw here on first down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's an elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
55.
Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Set, ready. 60 arm.
3 bucks.
Hustle.
Mark 55. Hey, let's get it. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, G.
And that'll set them back 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got it.
Hey, wahoo!
36 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike, 36.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Down. 30 base.
Double time. Five down. Stand up in. Key at 33.
Get ready.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 10-2 soft.
36. Ricky.
5. 2.
2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a give, right side, Gibson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Largent. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, box drop.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. 15 line. Rock it.
Check 31.
5.
And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
36 to Mike. Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, that one caught by Gibson. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now a give right side. Gibson. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch the pass.
Go.
Watch 36.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
Mike 51. Mike.
Protein spill.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Check. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.